This is the point in time where we need to start finding people from certain professions to start building our collectives and mobilizing as the poor and working class. As a boxer, my expertise will lie in training troops, helping people understand hand-to-hand combat. So I'm looking for martial artists. You also need to find teachers, mechanics, electricians, fishermen, you know what I'm saying? Truck drivers, ex-law enforcement, ex-military and veterans. You have to find people within these certain professions that will benefit the resistance. You need fighters. You need medical care. You need people that can boost morale. There are tons of elements that go into rebellion other than just fighting. Without a solid collective base that supports the rebellion, that has detached itself from the 1%, this will allow the 1% to use this reliance that we still have on the system to potentially quell and crush the rebellion. We can't still rely on their food, their technology, their social media, their systems of power, any of that, if we want to successfully overthrow this totalitarian system that we currently live under. If you're a chef, you're important to the rebellion. If you're a butcher, you're important to the rebellion. If you're a combatant or a martial artist, you're important to the rebellion. If you're a teacher, you're important to the rebellion. If you're a mechanic, you're important to the rebellion. If you specialize in fishing, you're important to the rebellion. If you can hunt, you're important to the rebellion. If you understand maps and topography, you're important to the rebellion. If you can build structures with the resources that nature provides and with your hands, you are important to the rebellion. Understand your position to this rebellion that we're trying to build and start building with other people around you. Branch out from your circle and start going to other ones. And from there, that is how we build a collective. And when different collectives spring up across the United States, and we have these central zones for the collective to be able to reach out and collaborate with each other, when we're properly planned and organized, from there, can we properly go about overthrowing our tyrannical government. From motherfucking glass blowers to forklift drivers, yo ass is needed for this resistance that we're trying to build.
All right, so hear me out real quick, man. Hope y'all having a good day, man. I seen somebody on social media as I was scrolling in the comment section trying to get on someone because they were saying they're living off their parents' name and or riches. And I was a little taken aback by that because in my head, I'm thinking, like, isn't that the goal? Like, isn't the goal for you to be able to make it enough to where your children can grow up being adults and have no financial issues or worries at all? Why would that be something to hate on? And I get you gonna hate because you're just gonna have haters when it comes to that. But why would you say that? Like, and I think they were a parent, which is even crazier because I'm a parent and that's my goal. Please give my kids them problems. Hey, your dad, man, you living off your dad name or your dad riches. And it is, nigga, what? Why is that an issue? How can anybody have a problem with that? And the fact that grown adults use two thumbs to type that is what's really mind-boggling to me, bro. Like, how can anybody hate that much? Like, bro, that's my goal. And them being a parent too, showing me they kids gonna clearly struggle because they have a problem with people living on names and riches that you're supposed to build. Do that. Where are they doing this at, man? What are they?
It's so funny because when I first started talking about clavicular like early last year, people were like, oh, why are you even talking about this kid? Like nobody's dumb enough to fall for this. And I literally seen it happen in real time because I knew people were going to fall for it for the specific fact that he was literally pushing one of the most narcissistic views you can have out there. That is, it doesn't matter about any of your morals as long as you look good. So I knew people were just going to eat that shit up. But it's just so funny because everybody was like, oh, why are you talking about that? Or like, why are you defending this if this is a problem? And it became a problem. And now this nigga is like on kick and there's 100,000 people watching him for some reason.
Joe Rogan, Theo Von, Andrew Schultz, Aiden Ross, the Nelk Boys, a whole bunch of people, including Tony Hinchcliffe, want you to forget what they've done. We're not going to forget, gang. We are never going to forget how spineless, unconscionable, greedy, unintelligent, slimy, and just irresponsible you guys were. The role that y'all played in getting us to the point that we are currently at. Nobody is forgetting that. It doesn't matter how much you guys try to ignore comment section, try to console each other on the phone because we know you're all doing it. How much sympathy you guys want from all of the fans. The dude that y'all helped platform and helped humanize was a terrible person prior to anything he's doing right now. Y'all helped him do this because the money was good. Y'all are still benefiting from the money that you made from that situation. Do not ask for any sympathy. We don't care. No one is trying to hear that. People are trying to survive to the next day. Families being torn apart. People getting uninstalled in the street. All kind of paperwork coming out. And Joe's still trying to act like he's straddling a fence. The fence is gone. Shut up. Grown man, by the way. Don't believe me? Watch this. Joe should just change the show to The Island Experience.
I think the biggest lie that grown men have taught adolescent boys is that they can sleep around and then just turn it off when they get married. Is that not crazy?
As y'all can see, I'm a black man. And I'm a black man that is proud to be both black and black male in this country. We have overcome, oftentimes, insurmountable odds. We were once considered property in this country. And we were able to rise to the position of president of this country. We have achieved in every field that we have been allowed a fair shot to compete in. So I have immense black pride. One thing that I noticed though about white people is when they express their pride or, the fact that they are not allowed to express pride in their race. You are. Be proud of who you are. But understand that as a black person in America, your white pride has always come with the cost to me and my people. So when we hear you begging or talking about white pride, we see oppression. And a lot of y'all don't understand that or just simply reject it outright. So one thing that's holding everybody back is understanding that as black people, we want everybody to have pride in where they come from, your culture, and embrace all of that, as long as it doesn't come with my oppression. So that's all I got, man. I appreciate y'all. If y'all keep listening, I keep talking. Be great today.
One of the things that kill me most about the right-wing grift is that these podcasters, the political pundits, and those making right-wing conservative content, they lie so often to their audiences, and their audiences don't even have a half a brain between 100 of them to decipher what they're saying incorrectly.
Liberals say Greenland is for Greenlanders. So by that same logic, wouldn't Britain be for British people and China be for Chinese people, and therefore also America, or the United States of America, would be for Americans? Because if you're going to go off of this whole situation of Greenland is for Greenlanders, then wouldn't America be for Americans, not for Islam and Muslims? Answer me that question, liberals.
You done lost your damn mind. When you get your damn mind, you call me.
To say that Greenland is for Greenland because we don't want Greenland, a foreign territory that is under the Kingdom of Denmark, to be annexed or taken over aggressively by America for minerals under the guise of security in the Nordic region is a pretty fair assessment. And this is why I say the majority of you have to be products of incest, where your dad is your cousin and your uncle at the same time. Because how the fuck would you compare Greenlanders wanting Greenland to be for Greenland, America, and then say, well, Islam and Muslims shouldn't be in America? Name me the fucking country of Islam. Where is the country of Islam? Where is the country of Muslandia? The fact that you can say this, and what pisses me off is that I know he has 96,000 followers. If a fraction of them see that, 100% of them are going to believe what he's saying, that Islam should not be in America because Islam is not an American and America's for Americans. What the fuck are we doing, man? Obviously, I decided to start talking about social issues and politics in this country on this page because I feel like people need to be able to speak to people in plain speak. But like as the year progresses, I'm getting more and more upset at these blatant lies and attempts to cause chaos and distract people from the facts of what's going on. America does not deserve to have Greenland. It doesn't deserve to have Greenland. We already have a fucking country that we're mismanaging. Majority of Americans can't eat, can't pay rent, or can't find adequate housing, don't have health care, are fucking suffering. But you're on here trying to convince those lowly educated conservative Americans that Muslims from the country of Muslim land and Islam land don't deserve to be in America. I give up. I'm mad this is the first thing I saw today because it's making me not want to talk about anything else. But Jesus fucking Christ.
I just found out that if you don't bother anyone and keep to yourself, it bothers people. Fuck you.
And I've been saying this shit since day one. These people do not give a fuck about how you feel. They don't care about your mental health. They don't care about you. To all my niggas watching this shit, they don't give a fuck about how you feel mentally. They don't care about your mental health. They don't care. You know how many times I've been told, oh yeah, bro, just open up to me. Oh yeah, let me know how you feel. Oh yeah, I'm here for you. Ooh. And then when I try to open up, or when my mental health is on that spectrum, you don't show up, or you laugh at me, or you embarrass me, or you say the same cliche shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like I've been telling you since day one. They don't give a fuck about how you feel mentally. That's why you gotta work on yourself. You gotta care about your mental health. Fuck them people. Them people not gonna save you, my nigga. That's why you don't depend on nobody. As a man in this world, they don't give a fuck about how you feel. They don't. I've been told. Oh yeah, let me know how you feel. Oh yeah, I care about how you feel. Ooh, no. They only care about you when you Kurt Cobain yourself. That's when they care about you. But it's too late now because now you're not even on this earth no more. They don't give a fuck about how you feel, my nigga. They don't care. That's why now you take the time to stay away from people and you build that mental health yourself from the ground up. That's how you build it. That's how I build mine. I don't need nobody to tell me, oh yeah, we care about your mental health. Bullshit. You don't give a fuck about my mental health, nigga. I give a fuck about my mental health. You feel?
I was thinking about ending my life today. I was thinking about cleaning my room, eating my last meal, wrapping myself like a burrito, take a pan full of whatever, and just go. My niece just called me, and she told me she needs me. And I didn't make the choice to end myself today because I realized there's not a lot of people who care. But that's the reason I wanted to go. I wanted to go because the world doesn't care. So why the fuck should I? Why should I stay in a world where I'm getting broken every second and no one cares? And then I realized that people need people like me. There's not a lot of good souls who's willing to hear, understand, and care. He called me crying. Why doesn't his family try to understand me? Why doesn't his family try to care for me? And I just told him, Nala, fuck them. Fuck them. They're never going to try to understand you, bro. This world's never going to try to understand you. Because my friend Etika, if you know who Etika is, he's a joy bar. He's 6'8", big ass fucking tall afro. He killed himself at 27. I'm now 30. And the day I passed his age, I believe he killed himself when I was like 24. No, like 25. I think he was 2 years older than me. And now I'm 30. And I think about him a lot. And I'm like, bro, I get it. I get why you don't want to be here, bro. The world is so fake. The world is evil and no one really cares. I get why people don't want to be on this planet, because this is hell on earth. I get it. And me being open and honest with my ability to want to stay alive, I think it's going to cause more help than actually me being seen as weak, because I didn't do it again. I stayed one more day and I realized I matter. I matter to those who need me. I matter to those who see me. It's one of those things that I have to accept, that each and every day that I'm growing, I'm becoming a man I want to be, and I'm becoming a man that's needed. And I'm becoming a man I needed. This life is hard. It's hard. It's hard. And I ain't ashamed to say it, bro. I ain't ashamed to say I want to just end it. Fuck it. Fuck it. But best believe, I don't know who this video is getting targeted towards, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that I fought for my life one more day. And I'm happy to grow again today. Love anybody who needs to hear this message. Please understand that you are worthy, you're capable, and you will always find a way. Understand that the pain will go away today. Understand that you do not need to be afraid. Understand that you are brave. You were never a slave, even though society tried to make you such. I love you, and I hope you have a good one.